Okay, so the second major volume thing that you need to understand is, once we have handled all circular things, then we'll handle all rectangular things, right? And so I'm just drawing this using, technically it is a rectangle, but I'm using perspective. So here we have a rectangular prism, right? And so again, once again, if we're trying to solve a volume here, volume equals base times height. What's the base right here? The base is actually a rectangle, right? And how do you solve for the area of a rectangle? Well, it's very simply length times width, right? Length times width. So it's going to be length times width times height. And that's how you solve for any rectangular prism, right? It's just length times width times height. So something closely related to a rectangular prism is this shape right here, which is a pyramid, right? This is a rectangular pyramid. And so very much like the cone, 1/3 of this volume can fit into this rectangular pyramid, assuming they have the same length, width, and height, okay? So if this is the idea, then the volume formula for this would be volume equals 1/3 length times width times height, right? And it's very straightforward from there, okay? This is the build-up for us to be able to do more advanced things. Like, let's just say if I decided to have this pyramid on top of this, right? Well, and actually let's do this. Let's give this a side of, let's just say 4, 3, 10, and this has a height of, let's just say 3 as well, okay? You're gonna have to be able to do more complex things because in the real world, you don't have just normal like cubes and pyramids, right? You have 3D shapes on top of 3D shapes. So you need a plan for this. So what's the common sense plan that you're gonna make? Well, you have here 2 shapes. Your job is to really identify them. First thing is you have the volume of, let's just say this. Oh yeah, that's a pyramid, right? So we're gonna say volume of the pyramid. And then we're gonna have this thing right here, which is a cube, right? So we're gonna do volume of a rectangular prism, right? Rectangular prism like that. And then when you add it, you're gonna get the volume of the total, okay? And there we go. That's it. So that's the main idea. That's the thrust behind what the work that you're gonna have to do is. So let's actually calculate this very quickly. Rectangular prism, length times width times height. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 10 is 120, okay? This thing is going to be 3, right? Well, 4 times 3 is 12 times 3 is going to be 36, but this is going to be 1/3 of that, so that's going to be 12, right? And then all you have to do is add it all up, and you're going to get 132 as the total volume, right? I'll give you a couple more just to chew on, just to think about. The example that we did. Sometimes if you're driving, you might see something like this. Actually, right? Or, let's just say they say, find the volume of this crayon. What are you gonna do? Well, make a plan, right? And actually, let's actually do this math very quick. No, yeah, all I want you to do is make a plan. What do you want to find a volume? Which 2 shapes are you trying to find a volume of? And then that's really common sense. And then you should be able to do this on your own.